couple of checks of grass up the top to slow that water down. Just slowing the water down will help. If you're still tilling, you know, we didn't mimic this, but if you had a grass strip in the middle here, we obviously wouldn't have as much runoff, you know.
That's kind of what I was asking.
And would this one have more effect on recharging our groundwater? So good.
Yeah, you definitely. It's going to take time for that groundwater to get recharged. But I was talking to the hydrologist from DNR. He says we're already back to where we were before we had those droughts.
We are.
So that's encouraging.
But a lot of this water is subsurface. That water that feeds our streams and rivers. So while it may not make it all the way down to the water table for a lot of years, it does make it to our streams and rivers eventually. And so, like, one of the things that we see in the urban areas, like the Reedy watershed, our Reedy watershed is so developed, and so most of that drainage area is paved, and so the water just runs off. It has nowhere to go, and so it runs off real quick, and then it's gone. We have these huge floods, it's very dangerous, all this, and it's gone. And so you're left with this just tiny little river down there for the rest of the time, because that water has not had the opportunity to infiltrate into the soil, where then it can slowly help feed our little tiny streams that feed the bigger streams that feed the bigger streams. So that this helps with definitely helping to sustain our surface water flows as well.
I try to get people to think too about just think about the way if you cut your own grass. You know, if you raise that mower deck another half an inch, you're starting to get into this situation. I have irrigation, and it's fun to sit out there and watch the sprinklers run, but that costs money. You're fertilizing your grass, you're washing it. You know, if you're not getting that water into the ground, even when you have the rain event, like you said, you know, it's going somewhere. So you'll have, if you let your grass just a little bit higher, you'll have less weeds. You won't, believe me, you won't notice it. You know, a lot of people like to cut the grass low, so they say, well, I don't have to cut it as often. And that's actually not the case, because that grass needs that leaf to collect sunlight. So it's going to shoot back up a leaf right away. If you leave it a little higher, and leave that solar panel up there, that grass is not going to be trying to pop back out as quick. So you can save yourself some mowing. You can do the environment a favor. You can save some irrigation water.
Save some money.
Save some money. Yeah, I was talking about golf courses earlier. You know, I'm not a golfer. Don't have anything against golf, but they do a tremendous amount of fertility on those golf courses, and that grass is really short. It's just something to think about when you're managing your grass, or no matter whether it's a garden or a crop field.
You know, when you let it get the highs, it's easier on the carbon footprint, less pollutants going to the air and motor. You can save your money.
It doesn't have to be this big. But, you know.
Yes, I get letters all the time. Cut your grass.
Any other comments or questions?
Great.
No, I don't think so. I will say that you saw me crawling underneath the thing while it was running, but the sun sample right here, a lot of that infiltration was being missed on the ground. I was trying to get under there and catch it. We didn't want to get too soaking wet, so that would have been a little bit more than what was in there. For some reason, that hole was plugged. It's kind of running off to the side, so there you would have seen more infiltration than was there right now.
Somebody was talking about the color of the soil too. That's another thing. Generally, the darker soil, higher organic matter, better fertility. We'll talk more about that. Whenever you plow, you're disturbing that ecosystem beneath the surface. Wormholes can give you a lot of infiltration too. If you got worms, earthworms, that type of thing.
Well, this was great. Thank y'all for the excellent demonstration.
Great job. Glad to do it.